It's the third episode of 100 to 1000 and we are already up 300%. Oh boy, it's a good day to have a good day. So yeah, this is the point where I was trying to find my Ethereum entrance. I wanted to short. It was losing momentum. We were at $1,700 and from an upward swing, it was losing momentum and going sideways. It was the perfect time to short. It was hitting resistance areas. Here is the point where I wanted to enter a stop loss, and I did a stop loss and take profit area. Eventually, it did hit the take profit, or maybe it didn't. You're gonna have to watch to see and find out. But basically, this was my trading setup. I put the take profit area at 1,811 and the stop loss at around $1,600. Anyway, looking right now at Solana, I am looking at my next short entry. I kind of missed this entry right here. I wanted to short Solana here as well, and this is the point where I would have shorted another coin for this video, because I posted this on Twitter whether to upload the video now or wait for another trade, and the majority voted for upload now. So here we are. So let's look at the big daddy of crypto. What's been going on lately with Bitcoin? Where is it at? We're currently sitting at around 22 to 23,000, reaching a high or a swing high of 24,800. And if we were to check the bird view indicator on the daily time frame, it did give us a strong sell right here, which is usually a sign of, well, strong selling going on the market. So yeah, the bird view indicator is pretty damn accurate when it comes to the daily charts and just the larger time frames, and in general, like the weekly time frame. If you see a blood diamond on the weekly time frame, usually doesn't mean good news. Either way, I am not relying too much on the indicators, but if you do want to trade bird view for yourself, there's a link in the description. You can use code INSPECTOR20 for 20% off. So what exactly are we looking at here? I am not entirely sure, but if we draw a basic support line like this, Bitcoin didn't hit this support line, so it is definitely bouncing off the Fibonacci, and in my opinion, looking to go for around 27,000, 26,600 to 28,400. That's kind of the area that I'm looking at. So these areas right here and right here is where Bitcoin might go. So it might be time for a long trade. We don't know yet. Bitcoin is definitely not in a good area right now where I would have a tight stop loss. So I will not enter such a trade where I can't have a tight stop loss. It is just not worth it. So let's see, from this area to my first area, it's around 15%. Into the second area, it would be 25%. On 5x leverage on Bybit, that would be quite the big profit. So the second area right here would be around 100% of profits on Bybit, or, well, any exchange. But I'm trading on Bybit. But if you do want to trade on Bybit yourself, use my link in the description down below. First of all, you help out the channel. Second of all, you have zero fees. Third of all, you can get bonuses up to $100. So I don't see why you wouldn't just make an account. That's not what this video is about. Let's go back to the charts and let's see what our Ethereum trade is doing. It's been over a day. Come on. How our trade is doing. We're shorting Ethereum. The markets are going down. I feel good about this trade. Let's see how we're doing. All right, welcome to Bybit. If you want to trade, there's a link in the description and you can trade with me and get really cool bonuses if you join from my link, including bonuses and zero trading fees. All right, I'm gonna do this totally unprofessional, recording my screen with the camera. Well, our trade is doing good. It is going down. $50 in profits right now, which is pretty damn good as we enter the trade with $270. So that's 20%. I'm gonna wait for at least 50% before I exit the trade, but obviously depending on what the market structure gives us. If the market tells me that I need to exit a trade earlier, I will do so. Right now, Ethereum is looking very bearish, so I'm looking to short even further down. Let's see what's going to happen. This trade is looking good, and I'm excited. And I guess I'll update you as this goes on. It's already been over a day as I've entered this trade, so we are really doing swing trades at the moment and not scalping anything at all. So that was the first update. It was already going pretty well, not really. It was really continuing to go sideways. Ethereum was really messing with my feelings right back then. But then the next morning, as I was editing my video for that day, here's what happened. So I'm in the middle of editing this video, and right now, Ethereum is doing some textbook things. Textbook as in it fell below the triangle, the symmetrical triangle, which usually in this formation is a bullish pattern, but since we have fallen down right here, it did a retest. Retest was up here, it was rejected, so therefore we're having a lower low. Now we're waiting for a lower high, which is supposed to be somewhere around here, hopefully lower than that, but doesn't matter. Right here would be a lower high. After that, I want to see a lower low into the next resistance, actually into the next support area, which is right around my take profit. So I will either take profit right here at these levels, or I will wait for my actual take profit. We'll see how it'll play out. Right now, 30% in profits. Let's freaking go. So right here, I was $75 in profit. So that's already really good. That's 33%. And our total balance would be at around 300 at these levels. But I see the chart, guys. I see the chart. We're putting in lower lows. We're putting in lower highs. It is looking very bearish. Even if we are going to be a little bit bullish in the very, very short term, in the next couple hours, it is still going to have a bearish continuation. This is what I thought, and this is exactly what happened. So, or maybe it isn't. You'll find out soon enough. You'll find out soon enough. There's one more video where I exited the trade and how much I was in a profit or in a loss, and you're going to find out soon. But first, let's take a bit of a look on Ethereum right here and see what Ethereum is doing. So Ethereum was looking, in my opinion here, like it was doing a cup and handle right here. And so I was getting super scared that from here it would just go up and totally wreck me and liquidate me, but Ethereum didn't do that at all. From here, Ethereum fell 7.6% so far. So my short was good. This is approximately the area where I entered the short. So my short was good, guys. My short was real good. And right now, Ethereum, again, going sideways. So looking at it on the daily time frame, preferably right now, I would be looking for a long entry for Ethereum. Not because of the cup and handle pattern, but even longing from here up to the resistance zone, it's still around 6%, and on 10x leverage, that's over 60%. So that's still a very good swing trade in my opinion. So I would do things like that. And if I see that the chart is setting up something bigger, like a bigger move to the upside, like around 20%, come on, I use 10x leverage. I would say you guys should use 5x, but then again, you can choose for yourself. I use 10x leverage only for this series because I'm not trading with a lot of money. When I'm trading on my own account with larger sums of money, I use 5x leverage exclusively. I can only use lower. I never go above 5x leverage. So there's that, but let's just put in some basic resistance zone. We got a resistance zone right here. We got another resistance zone right here. Okay, so these are approximately the 4 zones, and let's just draw one Fibonacci right here, just so we can kind of see where the golden cross is. So yeah, the golden zone of Fibonacci is all the way up above my 4 resistance zones, but if we go from the bottom to the top, yeah, okay, here we go. So this is our Fibonacci area. So from the third resistance zone at 2100 to the fourth resistance zone at 2300 to 2400. So we are far ways away from that, but what we can do in the meantime is do this long trade, this short but sweet swing long trade. So I will see. I'm really looking at the setups right now. I'm looking at what to do next. The market has been really indecisive lately, so like in the past week, over a week since I did the second part of this series, I had only one trade. There was nothing to do on the markets. I could have scalp traded, but that's not what I want. I want a swing trade, and there was nothing offering me opportunities at all. So the markets are really going sideways right now and not offering too many opportunities. So I'm really looking for a good trade setup where I can have a tight stop loss and where I can really get some gains. So I'm looking at Ethereum, I'm looking at longing, depending on what Bitcoin does, depending on what happens in the world. And if I'm shorting, I'm not going to short Ethereum, I will short Solana. Solana is offering a good short position right here. It can very much easily fall below this little triangle setup right here because this is a bearish pattern, right? Whenever I see a pattern, I would just Google it and see what the chart is saying. So as you can see, yeah, this is a bullish pattern, but this is not the pattern we have right here. As you can see, this goes from an uptrend to consolidation. The upper part is flat, so the resistance area is the same on all candles. while the area below is having higher highs and higher highs. As you can see, we have something similar here. Let me go back to the daily. So we're having the same flat line right here, the same resistance zone. We have higher highs, so all that is good. Higher high, another higher high, but we entered from a downside, right? We didn't enter from an upside. Therefore, this is ultimately a bearish pattern. Now, this pattern doesn't necessarily have to come true. These patterns are just something to keep in mind. They're not accurate 100% of the time, but it's nice to know the patterns, right? So something like this coming from an uptrend, very good. Coming from a downtrend, very bad. So yeah, this is it, plainly simple. But yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of different patterns right here. So this is a Forex pattern. This one is exactly the same from a downside, and it goes back up, and it's called a bullish reversal. So that might totally be in play here. But then again, we saw on the last chart that I Googled that a chart like this, when it goes from an uptrend into this pattern, it would continue to go up, but in this instance for Forex, it is a downtrend. So not making a lot of sense here. They're saying different things. Some people are saying this pattern is bullish and bearish. Yeah, it's just not making sense. But in my personal experience, this has generally been a bearish pattern for crypto. It doesn't have to be. Obviously, I'm just keeping a lookout. I'm just really looking at things and seeing how things will play out. For this to be a bearish pattern, it really needs to go below this, and not only that, it needs to come back up and retest and then continue going down. So that's when I would preferably put in my short trade. So it really depends. I'm just observing the markets right now, but let's see what happened with my ETH trade. Well, I could have gone for the take profit area. It did hit the take profit area. Could have gotten more gains, but that doesn't matter. We got $100. $100. I am very happy with that. I'm not gonna go for my take profit area. I think this is plenty. It might keep falling down, but you need not be greedy, gentlemen. There's no need for greed. This is a very good trade. When I exit this trade at $330, so Bybit futures account is sitting at $325. We started at 100. 3 episodes later, actually, we're sitting at 325. We're gonna go all the way to 1,000 and then hopefully to 10,000. That is the goal. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, but that is it for right now. That is it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button in the face. It's the best way to show me that you want to see more. Trade with me on Bybit if you want to. And yeah, I'm out.